You know, our nervous system is divided into CNS, that is central nervous system, and PNS, that is peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord, right? Brain and spinal cord. And peripheral nervous system is again divided into two, somatic and visceral, right? Again, somatic consists of afferent and efferent fibers. Afferent means sensory fibers, efferent means motor fibers, right? And visceral also consists of sensory and motor fibers. That is visceral sensory fibers, visceral motor fibers. This ANS, that is autonomic nervous system, is nothing but visceral motor system. Visceral motor nervous system. That is the nerves that originate from brain and supply visceral organs, right? ANS, that is visceral motor nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is again divided into three subtypes. One, parasympathetic nervous system. Second one is sympathetic nervous system. And third one is enteric nervous system. Enteric nervous system is present along the GI tract, okay? That is another topic. In this particular video, I will discuss these two. Now, see this neuronal axis. This is brain and this is spinal cord. This is your brainstem, right? Which consists of midbrain, pons, medulla. Okay. The parasympathetic nervous system consists of only these components. What are those? They are cranial nerve number 3, 7, 9 and 10 plus sacral outflow. Outflow means the nerves that emerges from the sacral region. Okay, parasympathetic nervous system is also called as craniosacral outflow. Craniosacral outflow, right? Now, sympathetic nervous system consists of this region. What is this region? This is the thoracolumbar outflow. Thoracolumbar. This consists of two regions, thoracic region and lumbar region. Nerves originating from thoracic and lumbar parts of spinal cord. Thoracolumbar outflow. Okay. Sweet. Now, see here. The somatic nerves are also originates from spinal cord itself, right? So, I will discuss the details of a particular nerve fiber in each parts. Okay, see here, this is one somatic nerve which is originating from the spinal cord and it supplies muscle, okay, which is under voluntary control. See here, this is the neuromuscular junction, right? The neurotransmitter that is released at the neuromuscular junction is ACH. Okay, similarly, you know, this is the parasympathetic nerve fiber. Please remember, parasympathetic nerve fiber consists of two fibers, one postganglionic and preganglionic, and a ganglion. Okay, but the main difference between sympathetic and parasympathetic nerve fiber is both contains same postganglionic fiber, preganglionic fiber and a ganglion, but the lengths are different. What are those lengths? The preganglionic fiber of parasympathetic nervous system is longer than the postganglionic nerve fiber. Okay, it is longer, you can see here, than the postganglionic. And in the sympathetic nervous system, the preganglionic fiber is shorter or equal to postganglionic nerve fiber. Okay, simple, shorter or equal. Here it is preganglionic nerve fiber which is longer. The ganglion which lies closely to the organ, okay, target organ, or within the organ. For example, ciliary ganglion inside the eye. Okay, see here, I will discuss the neurotransmitters that are involved in this ANS. Okay, As I said previously, somatic nervous system consists of neurotransmitter ACH, acetylcholine. Okay. Now, parasympathetic nervous system. See here, you you can see two junctions, right? The one at the ganglion. This is one neural junction, and one at the target organ. The junction between the postganglionic fiber and the organ, target organ, right? Two junctions are there. Neurotransmitters varies at each junctions. Simple. Okay. The neurotransmitter in the ganglion of the parasympathetic nervous system is ACH. Okay. The neurotransmitter that is released by the preganglionic fiber is ACH, and also postganglionic fiber is also ACH only. Okay. The neurotransmitter involved in both these junction are ACH only, acetylcholine only. But in sympathetic nervous system, it varies. The neurotransmitter that is released here, that is in the ganglion, is ACH, but the neurotransmitter released at the postganglionic fiber is noradrenaline. In noradrenaline, there is one rule, remember here. Then the neurotransmitter that is released by the preganglionic fiber is always acetylcholine, and also somatic nerve. Okay, but the neurotransmitter released at the postganglionic fiber varies. In PNS, in parasympathetic nervous system, it is acetylcholine only, but in sympathetic nervous system, it is noradrenaline. But exceptions are there. In most of the target organs, it is noradrenaline, which is a neurotransmitter, but there are exceptions. One, in renal tissue, the neurotransmitter that is released from the postganglionic nerve fiber is dopamine in renal tissue. Okay. Renal blood vessels. Okay. And in sweat glands, the neurotransmitter released is ACH, acetylcholine. And in adrenal medulla, the neurotransmitter released by the postganglionic fiber of sympathetic nervous system is adrenaline. Okay, simple. Majority of the nerve fibers releases ACH, but these are the exceptions. Mainly variation is seen in postganglionic nerve fiber. Now I will discuss the actions of sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. You know, sympathetic nervous system, remember like this. Sympathetic nervous system, sympathy. Sympathy is with heart, right? So, sympathetic nervous system stimulates the heart. Contractility increases, rate of blood flow from the heart increases, everything will be stimulatory in direction, right? And the parasympathetic nervous system is opposite. It depresses the heart, right? And another thing is, the stimulatory effect of sympathetic nervous system is only concerned with heart only. Please remember like this: sympathetic nervous system, heart. In all other tissues, the sympathetic nervous system acts as a depressing agent. Okay, for example, in bronchus, it causes bronchodilation. It inhibits the contraction, right? But parasympathetic nervous system increases contraction, bronchoconstriction, right? In GIT also, sympathetic nervous system depresses its motility and secretion, but parasympathetic nervous system increases the gastrointestinal secretions and also gastrointestinal motility. Similarly with bladder also, bladder will relax with the sympathetic stimulation and constricts with the parasympathetic stimulation. Similarly with the glands also, secretion decreases during sympathetic stimulation, secretion increases with parasympathetic stimulation. But exception is there. Sweat glands. As I discussed here, Sweat glands are supplied by sympathetic nervous system, right? But the neurotransmitter here is acetylcholine. That's why they stimulate the sweat gland. Sympathetic nervous system, okay? Only gland which is activated by the sympathetic nervous system.